Understanding and investing in soil health is a highly profitable way to increase production. It is also a responsible and efficient choice for utilizing inputs and building soil that will be healthier for generations to come.
When a farmer takes care of his land, the land takes care of him. And soil is a living world. It's a growing world. It's like raising a family. It's continual, and you need to continue to put positive things into that soil that don't deplete it, that care for the soil so the soil can care for you.
Plants and microbes have an intimate relationship. Virtually every aspect of plant biology is affected by its interactions with microbial partners.
The microbial partners in the soil form you might say, a bond with the plant, and the plant can signal the microorganisms that are in the soil, especially those very closely associated to the plant roots, to provide things like nutrients. So the plant benefits by receiving these nutrients, and that helps the plant to become stronger and grow better. That enables the plant to fight things like disease and overcome things like stress. And when the plant grows better, the plant produces more yield to help produce food for a growing world.
With a patented microbial catalyst technology that enhances soil and plant health for healthier farms and greater yields, Agnition, located in Ballantyne, Minnesota, allows crop producers to improve soil and plant health and achieve production goals.
Agnition is an exciting new division of Relco, which is a 44-year-old privately held company. We're creating plant and soil health products.
Here at Agnition, we make sure that our technologies are as strong and as safe as they can be here in the lab. And once we get that done, then we bring it to the greenhouse and we test it time and time again in the greenhouse. So we'll test formulations, we'll test rates, we'll test timings, everything that it takes before we bring it to the field. And even once we bring it to the field, we don't just bring it to the producers, we make sure that we bring it to the research farms first, and we test it year and year again on the research farms. What it comes down to is testing it on a realistic level with the farmers to make sure that it works on soil types, it works on pHs, on organic matter, that it really works on all of those different variables, and then from there, we bring it to the producers.
Technologies from Agnition take the approach of stimulating the natural microbial communities that plants need. Through this approach, Agnition helps farmers produce more productive plants and soil for healthier, more profitable farms.
With the products that Agnition is able to make, we are able to really focus in on the whole life that's under the ground there. We're giving the whole environment the one-up that it needs, and through that there's just so many benefits. A lot of the immune systems that the plant has actually stem from the microbial activity in the root zone. Also, through increased microbial activity, you're getting a better soil structure. We know that there's nutrients that aren't being used right now in the soil, and our key focus is to make sure that that soil health is there for years to come.
Well, we perfect these technologies by research, and a lot of research, and development and product formulation. We get to the point where we can deliver to the farmer a very easy to use, flexible product that enhances the soil health. So we're interested not only in the soil health, but the plant health, but the farmer's health, mostly financially, for them to be able to produce and succeed.
Products like Generate help farmers build plant and soil health for greater yields and profits.
Generate is an innovative product from Agnition. It helps provide the necessary ingredients to help microbial growth. We call it a microbial catalyst for that reason. What makes Generate so special is what the formulation is comprised of and how the formulation works.
Generate really has two key technologies in it, and that's our microbial catalyst and the Solumen technology. The microbial catalyst technology, and really what that does is drives that microbial activity, creating a whole environment that stimulates the natural components that are happening. And then the Solumen technology is our unique proprietary chemistry that helps keep everything soluble because it's a natural chelator. The plant takes it in more efficiently and more rapidly than, say, a man-made chelator. So we see increased root structure, we see increased biomass and increased chlorophyll counts, which has greener plants, and throughout all of that we see greater potential and greater yields at the end.
Generate's a new product that we just started to use last year and going to continue to utilize it. It created healthier crops in any way that I used it. I used it side dressing on corn, mainly because I know I wanted to use it in a higher stress situation. Well, I put it in furrow on some plots with corn, and think that it definitely gave it a good head start and good root profile on the digs. Was significantly more fine roots on the plants.
The root mass was quite a bit larger, more fine strands of root mass to it.
We went ahead and got the sprayer out. We did some fungicide application, and then we did some Generate foliar. To be honest, it was probably the difference maker because there was stress, and where we just did Generate, for example, was about a 10% gain across the board. So if you had 70 bushel beans, you had 77. If you had 50, you had 55. And then where we actually added the fungicide as well, it bumped it even more. So as far as using both side by side, I think it was about a 15% gain.
In my plot, I had 240 feet with nothing on and 240 feet with a competitor product on. Then I had 240 feet with Generate on. And the Generate out-yielded all three by 13 bushels.
I had absolutely no negative results from it. I did only positive things. I think in the end, it put me in a better position to succeed.
People depend on farmers. Farmers depend on the land. The land depends on things like microbes and products that help produce healthier and better plants.
One of the best things is just how easy the product is to use, and you are able to put Generate in through in-furrow or foliar. You can just throw it in with your mixed tank if you're going out with Roundup, if you're going out with starter. So it does mix well with all those other things out there. And we see the final increase in yield, but what we love to see is that increase in health of the soil that you will get from years to come.
We think legacy is a very important part of farming. So Generate or Commence or seed treatment provide even legacy improvements in that soil health that can last for a long period of time. I think farmers need to know that we're interested in legacy. Yes, we're interested in our neighbors' decision making as it relates to us, but mostly it's our own independent decision making to be successful. Getting a productive yield of efficiency relative to the cost that they're putting into their farm, and we think we are a big part of that formula in the future.
Agnition is perfecting products and technologies today that are needed to tackle the issues of tomorrow.